Good day, students and viewers. You are welcome to the studios of Maths X. We are still on fractions, decimals, and percentages. In today's class, we will be treating the percentage aspect of this video. I want to thank you all, my dear students and viewers, for your patience. So for percentages, the word percentages or percentage rather, is gotten from the Latin phrase percentum, percentum, meaning by the hundred or per 100. There are many definitions of the word percentages, but the one that sits well with me, given the class I am doing right now, is that a percentage is a ratio, a decimal, a fraction, or a portion of a whole represented as 100. Percentages can be represented by a numerical value followed by the percentage symbol. They have a wide range of applications. Percentages can be used in business transactions. I'm talking about rates, taxes, inflation. They are also used in calculations involving health. I'm talking about death rates, birth rates, disease prevalence, and what have you. So it's an aspect of maths that we use in our everyday lives. Yes, that's what percentages are, and that's why they are so relevant, my dear students and viewers. In today's class, the first aspect of percentages I want us to learn will not take too much from us, and that will involve changing fractions to percentages. Since we started with fractions, so let's work on changing fractions to percentages. And we're going to work mainly on three types of fractions. I'm talking about mixed fractions, proper fractions, and improper fractions. Happy viewing. So, my dear students and viewers, for our first exercises today, like I said earlier, we are changing from fractions to percentages. And like I told you, we'll be handling or dealing with mainly three types of fractions. So for our first exercise, to convert 13 over 20, which is a proper fraction, to a percentage, like we said earlier, it's by the 100. So our first exercise is very simple. It's not going to be stressful. To be 13 over 20 times 100. So our 20 goes into 100, that is 5 times, and 5 times 13 is 65. And like I said earlier, that when you are expressing percentages, you have a numerical value with the percentage symbol attached to it, and that is what you have. So that is 65%. So 13 over 20 as a fraction can be expressed as 65%. Let's look at our second example here. This is an improper fraction. So we have, let's make it lower because of light reflections. So we have that 40 over 25, then times 100 because it's a percentage. So 25 into 100 is 4 times. So what I have here is 160%. Let's go for our third example. For our third example, we have 5 whole number 3 over 4 to be expressed as a percentage, and this is times 100. Now, like I showed you earlier, when you are multiplying numbers involving mixed fractions, it is proper to change the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So what you have here is going to be 4 times 5, that is 20, plus 3 is 23 over 4, then times 100. 4 into 100 is 25 times. So you do a little maths for yourself, which is 23 times 25. We are multiplying. This is 5 carry 1. This is 10 plus that one, 11. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. So we have here a 5, a 7, and a 5. So what we have here as our solution is 575%, a pretty large percentage. So my dear students and viewers, that's how it's done. For our next set of exercises, we will be changing decimals also to percentages. Since we are dealing with fractions, I just showed you how to change fractions to decimals, and now I'm going to so to percentages, I mean to say, so I'm going to work on changing decimals also to percentages. For changing decimals to percentages, the following exercises are here. So I express the following as percentages. A is 0.2. For my A, which is 0.2, it will be 0.2 is a decimal which can be converted into a fraction. You can either convert it into a fraction or just go ahead and multiply because it's by the 100, remember. So I can do this, I'll show you in two ways. So this will be 0.2, we know is 2 over 10. Yes, because of one place of decimal. So my 2 over 10 times 100. 0 cancels 0, and we have what? 20%. This same problem I can do, like I said earlier, by just multiplying by 100 and you're out. I believe the multiplying by 100 is the easier way out than to start converting to decimals, converting to fractions, because that will lead you into cancellations. So for our B part, for our second part, for our second part, without converting to fractions, we just go ahead, steal this A part. Let's use an OR for it. This will be 0, steal the A part. This will be 0.2 times 100, and that is still 20%. And that is the approach I will be using to put some speed into our work, because like our next example here, the B part, which is 0.425, like the definition says, by the 100. So we're just going to multiply it by 100. So converted to a decimal, that would be 0.425 times 100. So we have 42.5%. Let's go for the C part, which is 1.120 converted to a percentage. That would be 1.120 times 100, which is 112%. That is 112%. It's as easy as it is, my dear students and viewers. My dear students and viewers, aside from converting percentages to converting fractions to percentages or decimals to percentages, there are other calculations that involve percentages. Like I said, they can be used in financial transactions, they can be used in health transactions or health calculations. There are other aspects, as in other calculations involving percentages, my dear students and viewers, which I want to expose you to. And that will form the next aspect of our class. Happy viewing. So my dear students and viewers, for our next unit, expressing one quantity as a percentage of another, we have two examples here to try. Let's look at the first one, that calculate the value of x when 5 over 7x is the same as 15%. Calculate the value of x when 5 over 7x is the same as 15%. Let's look at the second one, that in an examination, Uche, since we're in Nigeria, obtains 69 marks of 75. There's a full stop here. Express this as a percentage. Let's go for the first one. For the first one, that 5 over 7x is the same as 15%. So what is the value of x? To solve that, since 5 over 7x is the same as 15%, meaning that 5 over 7x is equal to 15%. And we know what 15% means. The definition is by the 100. So 15% is will be 15 over 100. So we have here that 5 over 7x will be equal to 15 over 100. For this to happen, for us to get the value of x, we will have to cross multiply, making x subject, so that x will now be 15 times 7 over 100 times 5. When you do this, 5 here 1, 5 here 3. So we have 21 over 100. That is the value of x. Or maybe, as this is as a fraction, if you want to express x as a decimal, this will be 0.21 as your final answer. Let's look at the next exercise. That in an examination, Uche obtained 69 marks of 75. Express this as a percentage. To do that, since Uche has scored 69, total score is 75 as a percentage. What you will have is that 69 over that 75 times 100 in this particular one. Since total score involved in that particular test or exam was 75, but Uche had scored 69. So what percentage of the total scores has Uche been able to get? So that will involve you expressing the fraction, the ratio of 69 over 75 times 100. And your 5 into 75 is 15. 5 into 100 is 20. We can do better than this. 5 here is 3. I should have used 25. And then you have 4. 3 here, 1. 3 here, 23. So 23 times 4. 3 times 4 is a 2. That's 12. Carry 1. 3 times 4 times 2 is 8, plus that 1 is 92. So what we have is that Uche has been able to obtain 92%. Like I told you, that when you are expressing percentages, it will be a numerical value with the percentage symbol at the very end. So that is what we have for this particular two examples. Of course, there is more to try. So for our third example, it says here, find 25% of 40. Now, it's not every time you do calculations involving percentages that the answer ends up in with a percentage symbol, just like what we had here. We had a case where our value of x was 0.21. And this is another example like that, though I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm doing that now. So 25% of 40, we know that 25% will simply mean 25 over 100. So we have 25 over 100, and off in mathematics is a multiplication. So of 40 is times 40. So what we have here cancels, and then 2 here, and then 5 here, 1, 5 here, 5. So we have what? 10. So my dear students and viewers, this is the much we can take in today's class. In our next class, we will go into the final installment of the percentage aspect of this video. Until then, I want to say thank you so much, my dear students, and keep watching the videos of Maths X. Like, share, and subscribe. As you do so, God bless you.